Hi, and welcome back to Arno TV. I'm your Liverpool host Arno, coming back to you with another video. Now, I've come back on because, I've talked recently about often that I dread to think what I'm going to wake up to each day, because what I'm going to see and stuff that, obviously shocking stuff that's gone on, since all this pandemic started. And I've just read and watched something that's done that exact same thing to me again. It's just made me think, I can't believe, I can believe it's happening, but it's shocking that stuff like this is going on. So I've read about this, and I'm going to put the link in the description, because I've just read an article about this in actually a mainstream media publication, which is quite shocking. It's The Guardian. So I'll leave that article in there, and I've just watched something about it on YouTube. So I'm going to go straight over to YouTube and let you watch what I've just watched. Now, if this doesn't shock you, if this really doesn't shock you, then there's no hope for you, basically. So what I'm going to do is, as I said, I'm going to go over to YouTube. So if you can just bear with me a minute while I set this up. So we'll go over to YouTube. Right, and this channel that I'm going to put this video on from is a channel called Hugo Talks, which I'll post in the description in this video. So, obviously when you're finished watching this video, go over and give him a like. So I'm just going to turn the music down, and then we're going to watch this video. But trust me, guys, if this doesn't shock you, then there's something seriously wrong. Okay, so I'm going to shut up now.
Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks, and today I'm talking about this school in Liverpool to give barcode testing. Now, this is quite shocking, and if this doesn't raise any kind of concern in you, then you must be a full 24-karat gold brainwashed idiot. The head teacher of the Broadgreen International School, a technology college in Liverpool, sent a very dodgy-looking letter to parents yesterday on Friday, informing them how privileged they should feel that the army will be in the school on Monday testing all the children in the school, marking them with a barcode and detaining those who test positive. The head also adds that parental permission won't be sought because under these very challenging and unprecedented circumstances, that is not possible. Yep, I'm not exaggerating. Here's the letter to parents. It says, as part of this process, central government has identified Liverpool to pilot a testing scheme. The whole 2000 army being drafted into Liverpool, etc., etc. The letter goes on to say, I am pleased to inform you that we at Broadgreen International School are in the privileged position of being one of the first schools within the city to have the testing brought to our site. Privileged position? Lucky you, eh? And one of the first, so they are planning on doing this to other schools. It then says, I have met this afternoon with representatives of the army who will be in next week to test all our students and teachers. Each child will be identified with a unique barcode to ensure personal identification of test and subsequent. It then says, if positive results are received, the school will secure the individual concerned. Secure them? Where and how? You got to remember, these are kids in a school. They are as young as 11 years old, 11 to 19 years of age at that school. It says here, they are going to secure them in a self-isolation system that is being set up. And it gets worse. It then says, under normal circumstances, parental permission is sought for testing of children. However, under these very challenging and unprecedented circumstances, that is not possible. Therefore, we would ask that if you wish to exclude your child from the test, please do so in writing to me first thing on Monday morning. But it goes on to say, it is important that you and your child cooperate 100% with the system. Feckin' hell, what is going on here? So they're going to automatically test all kids in the school, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds. They claim they don't legally need your permission. Your kid's going to get a barcode once it's tested. And if they are tested positive, they're going to be detained. Well, we really are slipping into a very dark, dystopian world of misery, aren't we? If I had a kid at this school, I would be taking them out of the school pronto. This I find possibly the most sinister thing so far I've come across, reporting on all of this. I would imagine they are planning on rolling this out everywhere. Please share this video and let people know what is coming down the pipeline. As always, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And
so, what do you think about that, guys? Okay? What do you think about that? The military have been sent into a school in Liverpool where they are mandatory testing all the children as young as aged 11, and those that are found to be positive are going to be detained. And all this is going to be done without their parents' permission. But you should feel privileged that this has been done for you. I mean, are they having a laugh? What kind of country are we living in now where it's come to a point now where the military are being sent into schools to, test children without their permission, without their parents' permission, should I say, and if they're found to be ill, detain them in a system that's yet to be created for them? I mean, are we going insane? This is just absolutely mental. Things are going way beyond health. I mean, if someone had told you 12 months ago, and I've said this before, about things like this, would you have believed them? But this is where we're at, people. This is where we're at. We're now living in a society where we're meant to accept that the military go into a school and, basically force everybody to be tested, and those that are found to be ill are going to be detained. And all this has been brought on under the guise of COVID-19 and all these draconian lockdown rules. This is what I am talking about, because if this doesn't raise concerns in you, the idea that children are going to be issued with barcodes, if people had been talking to you about this a few years ago, they'd have been regarded as a conspiracy theorist. Yet, here we are in 2020 in the UK, and this is going on. Now, when are people going to start waking up? Because if this was your kid, and that was your kid's school, what would you be doing? And don't be surprised if they roll this out all over the UK, because they're obviously using Liverpool as a testing ground. Now, I wonder why they're using Liverpool. Do they think most resistance in the UK was going to be put up in Liverpool or something? Is that why they're using them first? Because is this what he meant about, the levelling up of the North, Boris Johnson? Is this what he meant? Because this is a step way too far. Way too far. And I want to see someone on TV from our government answering some questions about this specifically and justifying the barcoding of children, right? Because this is just beyond a joke now. Beyond a joke. People need to start waking up. We cannot accept the barcoding of children. This is just ridiculous. I mean, what kind of dystopian future are we heading into? Yeah? And people wonder why I'm concerned when we've got things like this going on. And we've got people like Bill Gates pushing his vaccine with his cronies over at the World Economic Forum. Who are pushing the fourth industrial revolution and the Great Reset. I mean, what the hell is going on? Because if this is not making you think about what on earth is going on in the bigger picture here, then what's it going to take? Honestly, if this does not cause concern to somebody out there, there's no hope for you. And you won't see anything on things like the BBC or ITV about this story. I'm very surprised, and kudos to them, that The Guardian has actually published a full article about this. And, it's coming down to the point where people are going to have to start asking themselves some very serious questions as well about where they're getting their information from and their news. Because, it's coming down to, where do you want your information coming from? People like the BBC, who cover up people like Jimmy Savile and have not questioned any of the government on any of this from the start? Or do you want your information coming from normal people, people like me? Or at least will give you an honest opinion, my honest opinion of what I think about something, and I won't dress it up and offer you lip service and say, and say loads of, fake and plastic things like all these media outlets do, So, seriously, guys, please tell me you're concerned about the idea of children being barcoded, because, like I said, it's just getting beyond a joke now. I mean, every single day now you wake up and there's something. You think, surely, it can't get worse than what happened yesterday, and then this happens, and tomorrow it'll be something else. It's just beyond a joke. So, people, as I said, please, all I've ever asked you to do is just please question things, really sort of question things that don't seem to make sense to you, and you've got a gut feeling that something's not right. Question it, yeah? Question it. There's nothing wrong with questioning things and making your own mind up. I'm not going to ever tell you to believe, word for word what I say. What I'm encouraging people to do is go out and look at the information and make your own mind up on it. But, what can I say? I mean, the barcoding of children. What is next? I mean, am I going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to read stories about internment camps being set up for people who are ill? Is that what's next? Because, this dystopian future that we look like we're heading towards looks really not the kind of place that I want to be. So, please, people, just all I'm asking is question things, okay? So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, then please like the channel and subscribe to the channel. And when you do, obviously ring the notification bell. And, obviously you'll be notified of forthcoming videos that I put out. But I'm going to be back soon, I promise you, with more videos for you very soon. But until I do, stay rock and roll. Take care of yourself out there. And I will be back very, very, very soon with lots more videos for you.